What's up? What's up? FSL is back, guys. Day 18. Let's see. Day 18 is here. Oh, we don't have any music, do we? Let's put on some StarCraft music. Alright, so day 18. What do we got going on tonight? We only have 2 games. Actually, let's go see if Hyper Turtle has any fun games planned. I'm not sure if we had. Let's go check with Mr. Hyper Turtle. Mr. Hyper Turtle, how you doing?
I'm alright. You can just call me Hyper. No need for the mister.
So,
Stream
we
or
only have. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we on stream or are we chatting behind the
We are
scenes?
live. So day
Here.
18 is
I'm gonna-
here. Got a picture
All
here.
right.
Got it. So, day 18, man. What do you think? We only have 2 matches tonight. I don't know if you set up something for the audience.
No, not yet. That's going to be coming a little later in the month, but I'm telling you, if we're going to do that first community stream, I think this PTR looks very tempting as a feature, don't you?
Yeah. You know, you're in charge of all this. So, guys, if you have any questions with
I know.
Hyper Turtle on the...
And for the record, yes, the power has already gone to my head.
Yes, indeed. And that's fine because I know you'll do a great job with some fun stuff, right? So, right now, I guess we'll only have 2 matches tonight, and one of them is on the replay because Neutrophil could not play it live. He had a team dinner. He runs cross country or track and field, so
That sounds cool.
Yeah, they had like some banquet things. So we'll play that off a replay. So you're playing Stu Blue. I'm not sure if Stu Blue is available yet or not.
No, he just got out of bed and he has done his map photos and pics.
Okay, so you guys, you can have him warm up if you want. We can start with a neutrophil game, Sir Maligan, or you can go.
I don't know. He typed in ALR. Does that stand for something, or did he just mistype?
I have no idea. I'm really not caught up.
Let's start with the replay. Let's let him get warmed up. Are we casting together?
Yeah, might as well. Let's
All right.
just give that a try. I'm gonna load up game 1, and I don't know what happened. He sent me the replays, 3 of them, to make sure it's not spoiled, right? So that's what we usually
indeed.
do, guys. We want to make sure that there's no, we cast it as if it's like, wow, it's happening, right? So
Yeah.
talk
and
about
do
the
our
maps,
best not
man.
to look at the time.
Talk about the map selections. What do you think about that?
Let me see what they are.
I'm showing them on screen now, so it may be a little delay if you have it on.
Okay. Cosmic Sapphire, Data Sea, and Moondance. Kind of the more typical ones, I'd say.
Okay, so nothing unusual. We're not gonna have a camera for them because that would be like a time machine. That would be kind of cool. But we're going live now.
Yeah, I'm very much against time machines. I've seen paradoxes in action, and they are not pretty.
That's right. All right, guys, go ahead. Hyper Turtle.
Okay. Oh, are we in the game yet?
Yes, we're in the game. Whoops.
Because I'm.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't.
I wasn't
didn't
invited to
invite
the
you.
replay.
Yeah, let me. The good news about this, I can just load the replay again. So.
Indeed.
So let's invite you to the party.
Thank you very much.
And it looks like I have to download it, actually. I can't do it the long way, because if it's a party, I can't just click on it. Because I think it'll load just for me, which is really odd, right? You figure if you're in a party, that it would load for all. So you guys are looking at the screen here of what you want to do. So I made this folder called Watch. So I guess I'll drag and drop those things over there, and then we can get started. So magically it'll appear there. There it is. Okay, game 1. Watch with other. You guys can see exactly what we're doing, guys.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Other. I'm Other Turtle.
That's right. And The cool thing about SC2 is this whole replay thing, right? Ever since they brought that up.
Yeah. The not so cool thing, I cannot follow your vision, so I have to just
Yeah,
kind
that
of assume what you're
sucks.
looking at.
But it's live, so we'll just go top. You always do the top, I guess. Top left, top right,
Yes, this
whatever
is
it
a
is.
live match that's already completed. Alright, I'm revving up.
All right.
In the upper left, the pink Protoss, he is... And in the lower right, the blue Protoss, he is called...
Sir Maligan.
All right, man. This is a big match for Sir Maligan, but I don't hold much hope on with him on this because Neutrophil's PvP is top notch.
Neutrophil's been on a roll.
Yeah,
And
except when he lost
easy,
to Bales.
hard to control for him. You don't know which direction they're going as far as their tech paths and those branch out. And, okay, we have the first gateway from Sir Maligant.
That's a fast scout by Neutrophil.
Bit faster of a scout, yeah.
It's like a cannon rush scout.
Looks like one, but no forge behind it yet.
Yep. So yeah, you're saying Neutrophil is on the roll. He was until he ran into Bales last week or 2 weeks ago, right? Was it what, last week?
Yeah, well... Have we ever... How many times have we had someone get an FSL championship undefeated? Has that happened yet?
I don't think it's happened, man. I think
Trivia for those who are watching very closely.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's been undefeated. That's
Alrighty.
maybe the 2v2. They didn't lose a map. The
Well,
that one?
I don't count
Kodeo.
map, just series, but yeah.
Yeah, the Kodeo didn't even lose. Oh, you mean like a series? Oh, I see. Yeah. It
Yeah,
might
as
have
in not
happened.
get defeated once. I think that's happened before, but...
Yeah, I think that's happened. But as far as like a game, that's pretty damn hard, except for the Kodeo one. I don't think they lost a map.
So they're both keeping a pretty close eye on each other. You saw that Sir Maligant immediately threw a simulator down just so we couldn't get a gas steal.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, Neutrophil just a little step behind as far as the production order goes.
Yeah, he's not as sharp, huh? Right.
Alright, we have a nice little probe brawl. Neutrophil says no. His Brood War probe is out of here. Oh, wow.
Wow, he's gonna keep making. He's just gonna keep delaying this.
Yeah.
Maligant canceled his. But you know, Neutrophil. Oh man, he has a Stargate.
Ooh, we
man.
got a
He's gonna
Stargate, yeah.
expand, too.
Now I see Sir Maligant already has a pylon right behind the mineral line, so possibly getting ready for that eventuality.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wish
Neutrophil-
intercepted this, because now he's gonna see that there was an expansion. He could have
Yeah,
intercepted
that's a fun thing. You know, it's kind of a favorite thing of mine to do as Protoss if someone keeps delaying my natural, and that's either build the Nexus somewhere completely different, or don't build it at all and just get a big push going without them knowing it.
And I love the gold. Neutrophil closes it right away. 'Cause he saw
Yeah,
two
with the
adepts.
shield battery, so...
Yeah, he saw 2 adepts earlier.
Yeah, so if he needs to, he can cancel that shield battery. Those adepts are not going to do much
Also
against
a
structures.
Phoenix. Huh. We haven't seen that in a while. Neutrophil's gonna.
Will that
cancel
complete?
the- Oh, okay.
Nope.
He got it just in time. Nice.
No, he knows what he's doing. Oh, and up once again. This is the kind of thing, the old adept shade ends that you can only block with a structure. That's the bane of a lot of players like me. Fortunately, a lot of lower level players don't really open with double adept anyway.
Yeah.
But these guys are at the top of their game.
Yeah, adepts are a little trickier than the normal unit. And
Well, you gotta have the probe ready for it. That's the big thing.
yeah.
And we see Sir Maligan answering with a Stargate of his own.
Yeah, with his own 1 Phoenix.
With a forge as well, though. So,
Already behind in terms of in the air battle, but he has the gold.
he has the golds. And,
He's going double Stargate. Interesting.
yeah. Now these
Neutrophil's gonna
Phoenixes...
spot it. Oh no, he didn't spot it. He does not see the Stargate behind.
Yeah.
He knows there's 1 Stargate at least, but not two coming. The
There's a
second-
lot that Sir Maligan's hiding in his hand right now.
Yeah, he has to show that he's trying to expand, but I think he should
Yeah.
have done that earlier because
And
now
I think Neutrophil is probably clued in on the fact that there might be a
he's
base
suspicious.
elsewhere. Yeah.
Oh man, he should have dropped that down. a
Nothing to
lot
defend these
earlier.
probes.
Yeah, and that was the thing, right? He should have dropped it immediately as soon as
And
he
he
hit the money.
and he had the forge. He could have had a cannon's up now, but
That was a mistake.
hmm.
And now these 4 stalkers are gonna finish that expansion off. There's nothing Maligan can do about it.
Well,
I mean, he has to.
that
Yeah, it's not. Gonna
yeah, that cannon's gonna be really easy to do depower without them getting to range of it. So yeah.
Neutrophil's smart. Chase down these free probes and then kill the base.
Oh, definitely.
And he goes in the back to do some more harassment. Maligan's
Yep.
getting pulled all over the place. He's in a bad spot, guys.
Neutrophil is very good at controlling in multiple places at a time. We have the Phoenix War, but when it's
Yeah.
Protoss versus Protoss or any kind of mirror match, if you're building the same units, obviously the one who has more of the same is always going to have the edge, unless there's an upgrade difference.
Yeah, I think Maligan could catch up. He has 2 Stargates, but maybe he'll get the Phoenix range, and that may change things.
He's got that expansion in natural, but only 2 probes on it, so he's going to have to decide whether he wants to play defensively and try to catch up economically, or whether he wants to hit the pedal and go on the offense straight away. Because he's going to fall further and further behind no matter what.
Yeah, he's trying to surprise him with lots of Phoenixes.
Teleport
Oh, he does see the double Phoenix production now, so
Yes, indeed.
Neutrophil stopped making Phoenixes actually. But he's so far ahead though.
He has, yep, and he's got Blink and an attack upgrade on the way. So he can probably sit back pretty comfortably, but he's going to want to keep an eye on the opposing army, and neither of them have observers, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Also,
is a
neither of them
camp.
have sentries, so their scouting options are a little bit limited without putting their units in harm's way.
Pretty impressive how Maligan's somewhat in the game still,
Oh, yeah.
considering. He has a chance if he takes a great fight.
He does have a chance, but he's behind in both workers and in army units.
Yeah, I mean, most players would tap out as soon as that gold got spotted, but he's still fighting for it.
Yeah, I mean, you still want to see what you can do no matter what. But the thing about that gold, he got a little bit of a lead off of it, but not much. He never really had it saturated. Oop.
Army size, it's close enough with a great fight, I guess.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he has to do something, otherwise the lead is going to increase.
Yeah, he has to go. I think he has to go pedal to the metal. Like, he's gonna try to come back with Econ, getting the gold again.
I don't think this is going to be something that his opponent is going to take into account. Alright, he can pick some up, but he's got to get out of there right away.
Yeah.
Blink not quite done, fortunately. Oh, good cleanup.
Yeah, he needs to get out.
Yes, indeed.
So that's good.
Sir
for him.
Maligan
Okay.
with the fleet beacon down. Or, see, did that complete or that get cancelled? No, it completed, so he can do the range upgrade.
Yeah, that's a
But
big
if he
deal.
gets that, he's going to have to take advantage of it right away.
Yes, sir. The longer he waits. But Neutrophil stopped making... Oh, no, okay. He added a second Stargate. Never mind.
Phoenix versus Phoenix, crafty game.
Okay. He's gonna fight maybe to Maligan's base there. The gold.
This is also where he can take advantage. He can hit on the ground low and hit with the air units high.
Yeah, and he has shield batters here, so I think Maligan, this is what you want. You want him to attack too, because you have the advantage.
You
now.
do. And you want him to focus on this natural while that gold is still building up. Now he's got defenses around it now.
Yeah, he needs to mine.
And those
Gotta
phoenixes
protect
aren't going to be
those.
able to do anything against cannons.
Yep. He still hasn't mined. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, gotta wake those probes up.
Oh, Neutrophil spots the gold. He's like, you got the gold again.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like, are you kidding me? Alright,
have
Malagant
to see
knows
what he
this
can
is
do.
coming. He needs to head out there and help out.
Yep. None of those cannons or batteries are that close to the probes, so he can just sit right over the minerals without any, without putting those
by
phoenixes in risk.
See, Malagant wants to fight together. That's his advantage. And here it is. And he has Phoenix
Yep,
range, by the
here
way.
it is. Now the phoenixes ended up stalkers. Got the range. He needs to take advantage of it.
Oh, but he
Like
needs to fight over the
possible,
shield
but
battery.
yeah,
cannons.
that's over.
Yeah, he didn't fight
He
over the shield battery and
didn't
cannons.
fight.
He should have went there at that spot, right?
Yep, and that is the GG. Valiant effort to come back, but
Not a bad attempt. But,
I think he needed to push with what he had.
And also drop down that fake nexus. Alright, let's watch this next one. Game
Yep.
2. Pretty
And once
entertaining.
again, yep. And, you know, we saw some very good control, especially as far as blocking out those adepts.
Yep, game 2 is on Data C, guys.
It is indeed. The twisty map, as I like to call it. Complete with, I believe no gold minerals. We do have high yield geysers, I think they like to call it.
Alright, we're gonna start on the bottom left. We're done.
Alright.
The 7
In the bottom left, we have our pink Protoss. Up one game, he is...
Neutrophil.
And in the top right, we have the blue Protoss. His name is...
Sir Malagant.
So Neutrophil hasn't been going off race, huh? He's like, I need to get this win. He's
Yeah, and I think he's got to feel pretty confident from that last one. He was very consistently ahead.
he
None of the
was
surprises really
close
worked
to
out.
Getting fooled though. If Malagant put
True.
if he put that Nexus down and he mined enough, I think he would have taken a
Yeah.
nice, comfy lead.
That's one of the things, you know, you can use your opponent's scouting against them. And once again, very quick assimilator, just in case there was a gas steal in mind.
Yeah.
Seeing similar setup from last time. Double gas. Got the gateway, wait.
And the blocking.
Yeah. It can pay off, and more than anything, it can tilt. Oh,
Yeah.
double. We got blocks on both sides, though. Two can play at that game. You must construct additional pylons, but you did not tell me where to build them.
Yeah, and that's the second pylon. They might as well take advantage of it, because they were going to be supply blocked without it. Look at these probe battles down here. Malagant has 2 probes down here? How did that happen?
Well, they're using what they got. They are adding early zealots on both sides.
Yeah.
Apparently, we are going with a little bit of short-range fighting right now. Or at the very least, cleaning up the pylons.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Once the pylon finishes, you can use.
Right.
Oh, but
It's a tough call, because you don't want to have to invest in a slow zealot, but if it means getting your Nexus out at a decent time,
look
there
at
you go.
Neutrophil. He's gonna get the rich gas expansion.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, because you figure he'd take the bottom right or somewhere far.
Oh.
He took the...
And Sir Malagant did not have an additional pylon ready. That's one of the things you gotta remember if you're gonna be doing those pylon blocks. You gotta be ready to lose that pylon. Do not count that as part of your supply.
Yeah, he forgot. He can drop down a cyber core here if he wants to block further, but he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I'd say Neutrophil kind of taking a page out of Sir Malignant last match. During that
It-
time he was blocked, he decided to just go ahead and secretly take the high yield but
Ooh,
much
the
more
Adept gets in.
vulnerable resource spot. Hmm?
The Adept gets in for Malignant, but
Hoo-hoo.
it's only one.
Yeah.
He's gonna get at least two. So that's good for him.
Not bad. He probably wants to start the Shade right now, though.
Yeah, he should have started Shade, but he did spot the Stargate.
Oh, look at that. Got one more.
Oh, he should
So-
have went back to shoot. This is not good.
Yeah.
Trying to delay it. Oh, that was a big
Right.
mistake.
I gotta give it, both these guys know how to play Protoss in a very, very annoying way.
Yeah, there's lots of harassment. You gotta. That's how you're supposed to play Protoss that way. And Neutrophil takes his hands off the control of the Zealot, so he could have gotten probes, but he didn't do it.
Probably.
He's microing against this other Zealot on the other side. So
Yeah. It takes a lot to micro in more than one place at once, that's for sure.
so Malignant and Neutrophil have their bases.
Ooh, we got the Oracle here. Now, there is a Stalker ready to go, so he's going to want to make sure to keep an eye on that.
That's not bad.
Out just in time.
5 kills, pretty good.
Yep, and only takes shield damage. He has all his health, didn't even take a sliver there.
You know, I guess Malignant was confident that his Phoenix was gonna take care of it.
Yeah, there.
Oh, and he's gonna get the Oracle Revenge.
Oh, look at that. Nothing the Oracle can do, except maybe drop a last... Well, it doesn't have the power, but I guess the typical thing is, you know, with its dying breath, to try to get it to cast a Revelation if possible. Because that's all you can do. Alright, we have Phoenixes playing tag right now.
So much closer game,
Mhm.
except Neutrophil has the advantage with the rich gas. He only needs 3 workers to mine double the gas.
And that is also something that his opponent, Sir Malignant, does not yet know
Oh,
about.
he's not in position.
Hmm.
Neutrophil.
Yep.
he's
And that's
in a-
once again managing to get a little bit of worker damage after the opening. Now, I don't see any defenses at the rich gas expansion, though.
Yeah, he's just
He's
gonna
got
take...
he's got those Phoenixes that he can bring back there quickly, but I think he wants to be on the offensive.
Yeah, just
Got
to keep
2
him
shield
busy.
batteries there.
He just wants to keep him busy, so that way he's not spotting this thing.
Exactly. And gas can be very nice if you're a Stargate player.
You know, Neutrophil, I think, should try to get a fort at third base, but
I think both of them might want to consider it at this point. It's past the 6-minute mark, and they're both 2-basey, and even if one of them has a little bit of extra gas. However, the thing about the Rich Vespin, typically there's only one geyser, so it's a bonus, but it's not like you can mine that in addition to what you'd normally mine there.
so let's look at the unit counts here. It looks like, man, their colors are the same. What the heck?
Yeah, well, I think what we got is a slight army
He's
lead
taking him. He took
as
him
far
to
as Neutrophil goes.
the base.
And there we go.
He took him to the base. I guess he wants to fight there, so he has the shield battery
Yeah.
and take the lead. But now,
You can make the most of that, but the secret's out of the bag now.
yep. Oh, Malignant not looking.
Ooh.
And he's behind now, worker-wise, and he's gonna get intercepted by these stalkers. And watch this target fire.
Oh, look at that. They were ready.
Oh, he could have done a
Didn't
better
quite
job
take
of
any
controlling.
out, but we got one. We got one Phoenix that's ready for its next life here.
Phoenix needs to get home. There you go.
For the record, in StarCraft 2, Phoenixes do not rise from their ashes. That is strictly a Warcraft 3 mechanic.
You know what? Neutrophil has less workers, by the way.
Yep. And I mean, 3 of them are getting a little bit extra done with the geyser, but... Yep, there's... Neutrophil takes its natural.
It's just curious that Neutrophil adds another gateway down here when you don't really need it.
They're both doing double Stargate, and they both have to keep a very close eye. If those armies get caught out of position, Phoenixes can go down pretty quickly. Fleet Beacon from Neutrophil, Blink from Sir Malagant.
So Neutrophil is containing, and
Sir
Neutrophil is
Malagant.
taking the third base.
Yeah, Sir Malagant's he's starting to use up some of his mineral patches in his main, so if he wants to play for the long game, he's going to have to think about his economy.
Neutrophil, I think, has that upgrade. Oh, he's getting the Phoenix upgrade. Yeah, he's getting the Phoenix upgrade now.
Yep.
Malagant has a lot
Anion
of
pulse crystals. I know they're all. I always remembered they're pulse crystals. I always forget what kind of pulse crystals they are.
Anion.
Attack upgrade as well.
Yeah. This is quite a game. Neutrophil has a third base. Malagant needs one soon.
And kind of like the previous game, they're both poking at each other a lot, but not really going for any solid blows.
Malagant's
They're
getting,
both.
you know, he's
Yeah?
not on top of it, so he lost a couple of
Yeah, there's
pieces.
that. There's that crystal. Oh no, actually, it's not even complete. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Malagant's gonna take the fight.
Got to keep an eye out for those purple lasers. There you
He
go.
has a
Now they're
bigger-
purple.
He has a bigger supply of stalkers here.
Yeah,
He's losing
and the high
pieces.
ground as well. So that's good position. Let's take a look at the units here.
Oh, and he's actually gonna take the.
Yeah.
Oh, Neutrophil! A
Phoenixes
mistake on the move. But does he have enough? Is there some slow zealots here? There's
That's a tough one to call. A lot of these
There's more
Phoenixes are low on
stalkers
energy.
here. Malagant has
Yeah.
Blink. I think he's gonna take this fight, and if he takes this fight, he could take the game.
Oh man, oh man.
Oh, and the stalkers are warping in. I think
Malagant.
Neutrophil's gonna lose his base. I mean, yeah, his Phoenix is here,
Yeah.
and Malagant gets his base
All right.
established. He's in
Quick
the game.
shield recharge after falling back.
Okay, what a game! They're both fighting here.
Yeah, neither of them able to land a particularly damaging blow. They definitely managed to scrap a lot of each other's armies. I like that.
Malagant has a lot of gas for some reason.
Yeah.
But
All right. There's the probe transfer, very well timed.
Malagant just slightly behind the army count.
Yeah.
What's the upgrades look like? Malagant with the Blink upgrade. Both of
Yeah,
them
I
are getting
mean,
charged now too.
Neutrophil with +2 air weapons and Phoenix range, so
Yeah,
I'm assuming he's going to want to keep going with this air.
you might as well. You've done this air
Yeah.
investment.
Well, he's got both the units are at. Yeah, he's got the Phoenix count lead and the Phoenix upgrade lead, so if he pushes that, there's a lot he can get done.
Neutrophil sharking around on the top
And I
side.
see, you see that Neutrophil Oracle that's just kind of sitting there on the north? I wonder if that was a
Yeah.
bad rally or something.
I
Or whether it's
think
just waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to time it. He doesn't want to get caught. It to get caught by the Phoenixes.
Alright, well this is good damage.
It is.
And I think he's going to
That's
be able
a lot
to...
of worker skill.
Ooh. Yeah, the range is nice, but they can still slip out of there pretty quickly.
Oh, but you know, even after all that, though, Malagant with 48 works to 49.
I'm liking it.
But there's charge for
Ooh,
Neutrophil.
okay, we
and,
got
oh
an attack
no,
going
he's
on
not
the
in
third.
position. Malagant just slightly not in position. He needs to activate the overcharge. He does. That forces Neutrophil
Yeah.
to run back.
And they did not get around to killing him. You know, didn't really get an attack on the probes going, so... Trying to swing around.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh, Neutrophil.
Every time you look the other way, these Phoenixes are right into another mineral line.
So, you know what? He has a lot of gas. He has the Templar Archives. He needs to warp in Archons.
Absolutely.
There it is. He's doing it now for Archons because he needs that
And our
against these charge labs.
Archon, yep. You
But
gotta
he's
love
taking a
them. They're too happy
while.
to lift up.
Oh, he's taking a while to make him. He needs to make the Archons.
Hmm. I
Neutrophil's
mean,
going for a surround attack here.
feedback only goes so far against Phoenixes.
Yeah, he needs to Archons right away. And now it's gonna
Oh,
be too late.
yeah,
He needs that buffer.
yeah, too late. Okay, now they're morphing. Didn't get any feedbacks off. Attacking from two different angles here. Still
Yeah.
has the shield battery to help him out,
He
but
doesn't have enough,
he's falling further and further
units yet.
behind. Yeah, I think Neutrophil might have just gotten the 2-0.
He
There's
did.
less and less. Yeah, he's
It was,
almost to 1/3 of the flag. Good game. Well played. Good. GGG. That's Giant Grant Gaming, right?
You know,
I don't
the
keep up.
second game was pretty good. Neutrophil was just, a step faster in both of them.
Step faster, and I think he never really had the chance to make use of those Phoenix upgrade advantage.
Yeah. And
Oh,
if he had morphed the Archons, that fight would be completely different, right? He may still
I
lose,
think it would have
but
been.
it'll be better. I mean, Archons with shield battery.
Right, it would have given him a chance to warp in more,
Yeah. Well,
but
we do
Neutrophil
have
keeping it
Stu
going.
Blue and you playing.
We do have Stu Blue and me, and
Right.
before we get to that, I'm just curious, have you had a chance to take a look at the PTR notes?
Not yet.
It's people who were kept asking if there'd ever be another balance patch, or whether the next balance patch would have more than like 6 changes. Will probably be very happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check out the PTR
Not to
notes. I
mention
haven't
quite a
seen
few
it.
quality of life bug fix stuff that still figure into the balance as well. So
Okay. Well,
it's gonna be
anything
very
noteworthy?
interesting.
Patch was huge according to Cyan here. Is that on Reddit? Where would it be?
Well, I mean the patch notes, yeah, news.blizzard.com would probably be the quickest way to get there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, someone posted it on Reddit as well.
Okay. Oh yeah, well they always do. Usually me, but I was actually picking up my daughter from school, so someone beat me to it.
Yeah, and let's.
All right,
have
but
it
yes,
here. Creep
Yep.
tumor cooldown is
it's
longer.
there's a lot of notes, so you might want to just
Wow.
skim it. One of the
Wow.
changes is that Archons are going to be able to slip through 1 unit spaces in walls.
Oh
It's
wow, that's crazy. That way
well,
they're
it's
not
still
stuck
not
anymore.
affecting the collision for not affecting the collision with other units. So there's some pretty technical stuff, just like there's gonna be some tweaking beyond just changing unit stats. Like last time when they made it so that transfusion's ability queens could only use if they were standing on creeps. Even if it's more of a maintenance crew than a development crew these days, they still have worked a little bit of magic, just like they did with the co-op changes not that long ago.
Yeah, these are some changes.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm looking forward to watching a lot of vlogs from some of the big StarCraft personalities
They
and what
took
they
away
think
the
here.
ghost enhanced shockwave EMP. Wow.
But
I
they're
wonder
giving them
why they did
they're
that.
giving it a little bit more radius to begin with. Not as much as that, but
That's
like
interesting.
yeah, they're getting rid of a handful of the upgrades. Ravens look like they're going to be the ones with the biggest changes. Not they're calling it a rework, not a complete rework like they've done with the Ravens before, but Ravens out of the gate are going to be very
Whoa,
handled a
the
little bit
Raven
differently.
rework.
Mm-hmm. So, I am not a member of this community forum that's been handling the balance advisory. If Blizzard wants me, they know where to find me. But I bet a lot of the people involved with that were just aching to share this stuff. But non-disclosure agreements, that's what the game's all about. All right. So,
Well,
Stu Blue, I
let's go
see
bring in
he's
Stu Blue.
on the channels, yeah.
Let us bring in Mr. Stu Blue for our chit chat for you guys. Okay, Mr. Stu Blue, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You got a tough one tonight. You're facing Mr. Hyper Turtle. What do you think about that?
He destroyed me last year or last season. I'm gonna try and get my revenge this season.
Well, give it your best shot, but this is a tough one because he knows the proper responses. I think, when we watched you last, there's a few things that you weren't quite sure about, with the cannon range, that whole crazy game you had, right? So there's things like
Yeah.
that Mr. Hyper Turtle here, who's a veteran, knows. So he'll take full advantage of the little tricks.
One of the interesting things, sometimes in order to learn something, you have to make a mistake. You have to find
Yeah.
out what doesn't work before you know what does.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys are our last game tonight, so we may have a short stream here. So, words to your opponent.
Good luck.
Have fun.
There you go. Good luck. Have fun. All right, guys. We'll see you on the other side.
Yup.
All right. These guys are going to be playing. Let's show them the map selections for these guys. They already did their vetoes. We're going to start with Waterfall. So I'll load that up. This is a small map. We're looking right at them, guys. So Stu Blue, my opinion, is a huge underdog here. But Hyper Troll's going random. So if he gets, I think his Zerg is weaker than this is his weakest race. So he has a chance if he can pull that off. Let's wait for Mr. Stu Blue to be ready. I don't think he likes playing in the too much light. He may need a hat. Because I think they turned on the light for him. And he looks like he's squinting. He's like that meme. Okay, he's ready. Let's do it, guys. Yeah, he's gonna turn off the light. He wants to play his way, guys. That's what he wants. We want him to play his best.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Okay, guys, Waterfall loading up. Huge underdog is Mr. Stu Blue, but let's see if he can steal a map. Maybe even do the huge upset. We'll find out. And he draws Terran. Okay. In the bottom left.
Hyper Turtle.
Random going Terran. Oh. I mean, going random, drawing Terran. Top right, the Protoss player.
Stu Blue 88.
And Stu Blue fans, you're on standby. You're gonna coach him in between games for adjustments if needed. Okay, so Stu Blue gonna be aggressive. You know what I like that he does though is the Stargate Void Ray push here with shield batteries. That's really hard to deal with. Once he finds out it's Terran, we'll see what he does. He is actually going to hide. Interesting, guys. He is hiding. And if he puts some gateways in here and just closes them out and barrages them, this could work. I like it. You don't have to play completely standard, guys. You should have fun. Especially if you win. When you win, it's even more fun. So this guy's gonna go back home, or pretend to go. Oh, he's just harassing a little bit, but he needs to put another gateway there, I think. He's not doing that right now. And I'm not sure what he's doing here, because this might get spotted. Yeah, he's just gonna leave the pylon there. Eventually, that thing might get spotted. Double gateway. Hyper Turtle sees that. He knows he's aggressive. He even makes a Zealot to start. Not a fan of that. I think you should cancel that. You don't need the Zealot. He cancels it. I think. Why? Oh, he's like, this guy is cheesing me. I'm gonna cancel it. Okay, well, there you go. That's a very expensive cancel, guys. Will he get away? He's trying to block it? What's he doing? Okay, he was trying to block it. He sees a forge, but he needs to get rid of this SCV. Yeah, you know, Hyper Turtle is now super, super defensive. Did he see him? He did see the Nexus go down. Well, he better be able to deal with whatever Hyper Turtle has planned. It could be Widow Mine drop. Better watch out. He does have a forge. You can drop a cannon there. But I like the fact that he is getting a base. And there's not a base yet for Mr. Hyper Turtle. He canceled it, so... Bunker is the right move here. He's still playing safe. The command center on the high ground. 2 racks. And then the start pull. So this is a very slow build here for Hyper Turtle. Needless to say, he did react adversely. Oh, and if he gets up here, he can stop this. Oh, he needs to get up here. Why is he not going up? If he had gone up, he could have slowed this down. One shot too. It would have been a huge difference. Luckily for him. Okay, well, I think Hyper Turtle does not want to take the risk. So he's going to stay up high ground. Tank is coming out for him. So if you're Stu Blue here, you don't want to overdo this. Just keep making workers. There's a tank out. You need to get out. Once the tank is out, get out. There you go. Stu Blue with a nice... But you know, Stu Blue has not been making workers. He would have had a nice big lead, but he was not making workers during all that harassment. And now Hyper Turtle's gonna get his base, so... The mechanics is what's missing here for Stu Blue. He would have had a nice huge lead if he was making workers there, but it's hard, right? Because you gotta keep pressing that button, keep doing it, and now a drop may be coming. Hyper Turtle could drop there. He needs a cannon in his mineral mine or a shield battery. But Hyper Turtle is probably gonna chill for a little bit. He's afraid, or not. Stu Blue, no shield battery, no cannon. Stu Blue, you're gonna take a ton of damage. Warping in a Zealot up here. Luckily, these are just Marines with no stim. At least he's not on the map, so you can kind of get there. The key there, you gotta pull your workers. So you don't. He sees it right away. Good, but he didn't pull the workers. He's losing 1, 2, 4 of them. Oh, and he focuses on the medevac. Nice job. Stu Blue doing good. If he kills this with only losing 4 workers and a Zealot, that's really good. He needs to pull back this one Stalker. He does not. He's going to lose another Stalker. Yeah, he should have pulled that out. He would have saved the Stalker. But you can see, if he had just put a cannon in there, he would have been fine. The battle report shows somewhat even. Somewhat. Stu Blue lost quite a few workers. 5 workers total. Including that scouting probe. The observer is here, and he sees exactly what he's dealing with. He's gonna set up shop right on top of these guys. Usually you want it up here, so then, you know, when the turret eventually comes, you don't die. Hyper Turtle's playing safe. He's got the cannon there. He's afraid of some blink shenanigans. Hyper Turtle's also a worker ahead with Mule, so I think he's ahead now. Stu Blue's tech is not there except for this charge lot upgrade. And Hyper Turtle is confident enough to take a third base. If Stu Blue gets his charge lot upgrade done, he'll be in great shape. Well, for a little bit, until the bio gets too much. Ghost Academy for Hyper Turtle. And a spotter depot there. The scan reveals what he wants to see. Yeah, Stu Blue is not rallying more workers here. There's only 11 here. He's actually sending it to the new base, and that's a mistake. But the problem is, this bio force is gonna get pretty big, especially with this Liberator. He's gonna need more than just charge, unless he has an overwhelming number of units. He does have, well, that's only 4 gateways, not even that many. He needs Storm. But he is gonna do a drop with charged lots. And there's a sensor tower right here. Hyper Turtle is feeling mighty confident right now. And look at that sensor tower, spots the dropship.
Research complete.
Along with the depot. And he goes right here. He's like, yeah, I see that. He should probably kill that depot. He doesn't kill the depot. He should have dropped the Zealot to kill that for free. Now the gig is up. He knows you're there, man. He saw you. More Zealots being warped. More gateways, which is a good deal. This Viking is gonna make short work of this Prism. I think he's taking too long. Once you're spotted, you're spotted. You gotta do your thing and get out. You gotta get rid of that sensor tower. That's right in the middle of the map. I've never seen anything like that ever. That is supreme confidence. It's like, you know what? I just need to know what's coming. You can kill it. I can afford it. The Vikings are moving the wrong direction. He does drop the charge lot, which will get at least the tank, but that's it. He loses 4 stalkers, 4 Zealots, and the Prism. And with that, sometimes, you know, Terran's like, alright, I killed the Prism, time to go. And once he pushes all together, Hyper Troll getting a 4th base. He does finally kill that sensor tower. But he is not scouting at all. He's not even seeing that there is a base on the right side. He will cancel this base, I think. I think his army is bigger, so yeah. He's running away. I think he could have taken that. He does. It's a nice EMP though. Scares him away. He should attack on the other side. He sees him rotate to the right side. He's getting shot for free. Stu Blue is decisive here. But he is expanding. I mean, he is adding macro. I think he was supply blocked. So yeah. If he attacks on the right, he would have wrecked this. He just gotta commit. He is getting a 4th base. I like that. Stu Blue getting the upgrades. You know, Stu Blue's improved quite a bit. He has gotten much better. But he is gonna, he can't, there's 2 tanks here. Actually, I think he can take this army. If he goes, he can take this army. He is gonna go to the right side. He doesn't have Storm nor any other, but he is gonna take this space. huge move here. There are ghosts. He's gonna take that command center. And what you could do is one little forceful. Oh, if he goes to attack, that might be okay. He's gonna go do it, guys. That's a lot of charge lot. EMPs are good. The charge lot mowing down the army. He doesn't need. It doesn't seem like he doesn't need AOE here. A good blink here. Huge move here for Stu Blue. He's got the +1, +2 upgrade and the armor. He is shredding this. I think Hyper Turtle got way too fancy. Not enough bio, perhaps, because he took a bad fight. The tanks are useless up there, and they are now gonna get shredded. I think this is it, guys. Stu Blue with the upset on game 1. Nicely played. Hyper Turtle trying to figure out what is going on. How did they lose that game? That's because too many things. Liberators, Vikings, Ghosts, not enough bio, I suppose. Game 2 is on Stargazers. So yeah, Stu Blue played that pretty well. You know, he was expanding. I mean, there's certain things you can improve. There always is. But he was doing the right things. He didn't overcommit on one spot. I mean, could he have scouted a little better? Sure, but you know, he's playing he played really well that game. That's the best I've seen him play. That's for sure. Yeah, that's right, War Bun Buns. He got way too fancy with Ghosts, Liberators, Vikings, tank, and like everything, right? Maybe more of something will be better. So anyway, we'll see. He's still going random. If he draws Zerg, I'm liking Stu Blue's spot. But we'll see. Because I think his Zerg is pretty weak. His Terran is not bad. If he gets Protoss, Stu Blue is in trouble. But, you know, that's what's cool about Hyper Turtle, just having fun here with his random.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Alright. Stu Blue. I thought this was Hyper Turtle, but it's, you know, the natural Protoss.
Stu Blue 88.
And this is a weird map, and he draws... Oh, Zerg.
Hyper Turtle.
Alright, Hyper Turtle. If you don't want to get upsetted, you better macro. Zerg is the race where you gotta macro. You can't get too fancy, and you can get run over. So just be very careful. I think this is your weakest race. We could certainly see an insane 2-0 here. This is Stu Blue's best chance. Obviously, in that last game, no coaching needed. We didn't see Cyan go in there and help him out because he won the last game. Hyper Turtle is sending... Oh, he's just trying to make sure he doesn't get... This is interesting. He's so scared about getting cannon rushed that or something, or even blocked. He sends 3 drones. Stu Blue does not make a wall. You need that against Zerg. He's not cannon rushing. But you know what he could do? If he does a 4-gate, Hyper Turtle could certainly get run over. Because 4-gate is all, and the Overlord is going to run right into these gates. The odd scouting works out for Hyper Turtle. And is he gonna expand? He needs to expand. His build is wrong. You can't make 2 gates like this, and you gotta at least put it at the wall. So I mean, I guess it's somewhat okay if he was up front, but since it's in the back, I don't like it too much. He's making a stalker. He wants to drive away. There's a overlord. Stu Blue being annoying, hitting the spawning pool, which is researching, and Hyper Turtle pulls off gas. He's gonna stay on mineral heavy income. I'll take care of that. These 4 lings are out. Stu Blue can kill this. He should have chased this down. And he's finally going to expand. Did Hyper Turtle see it? Yeah, he saw it. Roach Warren now for Hyper Turtle. The last time we saw Hyper Turtle, he got really fancy, right? He got like a super fast hive against Mighty Ant, and he ends up winning. Stulu's making a lot of stalkers, which, and he's also looking to mine this out. He's looking to want to play a longer game, it looks like. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think? Stu Blue adding a Robo. He's still got 2 gates. And Twilight. You know, the easiest way to win as Protoss against Zerg. Charge slot all in. 7 gates. It's pretty hard to hold. Yeah, Hyper Turtle should, you know, if Stu Blue just kind of goes, causes a lot of problems. But actually, Hyper Turtle is now making a lot of units, so Stu Blue doesn't have a shield battery up front. So if Hyper Turtle decides to push, he's going to take a huge lead. Stu Blue is now going to check. I like this, the fact that he is actually somewhat active scouting. The Overlord is now also going to scout. Stu Blue, he should see all of that, right? So he sees the Roach Warren. No shield battery up front still. He is getting charged. And he's got a Robo Bay. Hyper Turtle checks that the expansion is. You see how many workers there? Stu Blue needs to kill this Overlord. It's too easy for. Okay, there it is. He should see it now, but I don't think he's paying attention. Stu Blue needs to add more gateways. He has so much money. He needs to add gateways for sure. Hyper Turtle is not making enough drones. Okay, he finally makes 10 more. He's been behind in drones this whole time, guys. He made 10 workers, but before that, he was down by 10 workers. Insanity. One thing you gotta do is, if you're Zerg, you gotta saturate your bases. Stu Blue does have the shield battery there finally. And there's a changeling. Stu Blue has not noticed it. It slips by. And he's gonna see the Colossus upgrade. Or Colossus coming out. Hyper Turtle's army is huge though, so. Stu Blue has cleared this up, but he still has not expanded. He has 1,500 minerals. At that point, you make an expansion, add more gateways, etc. And now, Hyper Turtle looks like he wants to punish. This Colossus may be just in time. He is getting the range, which is really good. But he needs to consistently be warping in. He's not warping in. He's had 2 cycles. He is not. There it is. He finally warped in there. Colossus is in field. If he fights in shield batteries, this, Stu Blue can hold this. There's Ravagers being made. There's the gateways. He needed that. And another Colossus being warped in. He can certainly still get that 3rd base, which, he has the money for. But there's just a lot to do. He's even getting double forge. It looks like Colossus' range is done. Okay, here's the fight. It's a good start so far. He just gotta avoid the bile. His charge slots are stuck. Yeah, his charge slots are like not fighting. He's taking bile hits. He needs to warp in. He's not warping anything in. He didn't activate the overcharge either. And the biles, ooh, just misses the Colossus. He's moving it back. He needs to warp in. Not a bad hold, actually, for Stu Blue. He has a lot of gateways. He can certainly warp in a lot now. He only warped in 4. Kind of a mistake there. And the big counterattack here. Not counterattack, but pushback, which I don't like. Hyper Turtle needs to go home. Because this is a scary Colossus force that you won't trade well against. Stu Blue needs to make sure that his healthier Colossus is up front. He makes more charge slots. He stopped making other robo units, but he's going to be the big attack. Charge slots are in play. There's a lot of roaches here, though. And it's hard to clean it up. Roaches are actually really bulky. You need to get out of there. Stu Blue needs to get out, and he's going to lose his Colossi. He needed them. That's a mistake. You don't want a micro here. Just go home. And he loses both of them. That was promising, but he did not have Warp Prism, so he's going to get Disruptor. Warps and more charge slots. If he's able to somehow attack with the charge slot all the way around, he'll do a lot of damage, but right now Hyper Turtle is in control. Stu Blue did take a back base, so that's looking good. He needs to rebuild his shield batteries, but he is getting double upgrades. I love this. He just needs to keep queuing these disruptors. If you're a little slow, you don't need to make 1 at a time. Just make 3 or 4 if you're not super fast. Yeah, Hyper Turtle only has 46 workers. This is why it's hard to play as Zerg if you're that low of worker count. He doesn't have a shield battery here, Stu Blue. Oh, he has burrow. Is he getting burrow movement? Yes, he is. Okay, this is gonna kill Stu Blue. I just don't think he's had to dealt with this before. But if Hyper Turtle's being cute and he gets run over, that's the danger, and he's gonna go through now. Here it is. Stu Blue, let's see. Will he go home? Oh, there's a disruptor. Okay, he unburrows. The attack has commenced. Oh, Hyper Turtle's going home. He's going home. He's in big trouble. There's a disruptor here. Oh, man. This is not looking good. Hyper Turtle going home. He just... And this disruptor shot is beautiful. He's got another one that he needs to shoot. Okay, I think Hyper Turtle is cleaning up. Stu Blue. The shot! Oh, beautiful shot once again. You probably should recall. Although this one may have a shot soon. There it is! Oh my goodness. What a... he's got another disruptor here. He needs to watch out. Oh, he forgot about this one. He's gonna die. The rally kills him. Let's see. Is he gonna get away? He recalls. I love this, but he's too weak. So just some miscontrols here for Stu Blue. It's looking good for him. He's got a lot of charge slots. He has no more money. He spent it all, which is looking good for him as far as spending, but this is quite a game, guys. Hyper Turtle is now on the back foot with only 34 workers. He's rebuilding them now. And he is healing his roaches. There's another big attack. Lots of charge slots. Where's the disruptor? Oh yeah, there's one disruptor here. I think he's gonna fight at the bottom because that would be a good spot to fight. And let's see what the disruptor does. If he takes a massive shot on the roaches, it could be lights out. Here it is. Here it is, guys. Oh no! Oh, that's a beautiful shot. And that's not enough roaches, man, for this many charge slots. Holy moly. Has he done it, guys? This is a lot of charge slots. Stu Blue. Huge upset incoming. He just has to close it out. And more charge slots disruptors are coming. Okay, I think he's done it. I just don't see you recovering. I mean, look at this. Hyper Turtle also went Ultralisks. I think he did get too fancy. He's got Vipers, Ultralisks. Just not enough stuff. He did the Roach Burrow. He had fun for sure, but he is gonna lose. The Ultralisk, no match for 30 Zealots. And that's gonna do it, guys. The big upset. Well. Well, guys, that's the power of Protoss. Anyway, let's talk to these guys real quick. Congratulations, Stu Blue, the big 2-0 win. But let's chat. Let's chat with Hyper Turtle. I think Hyper Turtle is having a lot of fun going random and some really funny strategies there, right? Super fast Hive and Ultralisk and Roach Burrow, which is kind of cool. But he went home. Why did you go home, by the way, Hyper Turtle?
Honestly, I thought I could surround from both sides, but to tell you the truth, I'm pretty much sleepwalking right now.
Yeah, and he also took some massive. He took some great shots with his disruptors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that really what changed the game because you had a lot of roaches, and I think he would have cleaned them up. But his 3 disruptor shots were perfect. So, and then let me ask you, game 1 though, Hyper Turtle. You had a nice big lead there, but it didn't seem like you had enough bio for his charge slot build. You did have Ghost. What was your plan on that one?
There was no plan at all in any of those.
Oh, okay.
The
Gotcha.
caffeine ran out, and I think I made some mistakes that I don't remember ever making, since Legacy of the Void came out.
What mistakes did you make, you think?
There were multiple times where I accidentally selected more than one worker. The upgrades weren't. I was missing upgrades left and right.
Yeah.
None of that figured into any kind of build time that I'd made, and I think I might have taken Stu Blue too lightly too, but I don't know. I'm really not feeling good right now.
Well, I think it was mostly just not making enough units rather than just, lots of high-tech units, which is power of Protoss. You didn't draw Protoss at all because you went random, which is your best race. But at least you made the show, so you made us watch.
Well, I hope it was entertaining. I can't wait to watch 3 play.
It was definitely entertaining.
Tomorrow.
It was insane. So let's go to Stu Blue. Congrats, Stu Blue. That must feel pretty good. You got a little high five there, or props from Cyan, the best Protoss in the household currently. But you plan on surpassing him, right? What do you think?
I will surpass him.
You will surpass him. So there you go. You've made a lot of, the game. Game. Let me think. Game 1 was your best game that I've ever seen you play. Game 2 was pretty decent, but I think the roach movement was kind of the bad move there by Hyper Turtle. But you played well enough to win. Your disruptor shots were beautiful. What were you? Tell me, was that one of the better feelings, killing a lot of roaches with disruptors, or what?
Yeah, so like I saw all his roaches just standing there, so I sent my disruptor to destroy them all, and then he started moving
Oh,
them.
that's right. You did have an observer right on top of him, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard for him to pay attention to that. Well, congrats on taking the win there. That must be feeling pretty good. Well, you tell us. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good after getting to it last season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, good seeing you guys. And we'll see you guys next time. Any final words for either of you? You guys good to go?
Never take your eyes off these kids for a minute.
Never take the eyes. Yeah, that's right. They keep improving, don't they, Hyper Turtle? We're gonna have to get up our game. Nice job, Stu Blue, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay,
All right,
later.
thank you. GG.
All right, well that'll do it, guys, for tonight's matches. Let's recap what we saw. Let us recap. This is the map selections from the last one. But as far as the matches, we only had 2 matches. A 2-0 for Neutrophil, which was kind of expected. But the one that was not expected was Stu Blue's huge upset against Hyper Turtle, who admittedly he said he was kind of sleepwalking and just kind of going through the motions and teching up to every little thing, right? But just not making enough. So he pays the price with a very aggressive Protoss. Stu Blue playing well, takes the 2-0. That'll do it for tonight, guys. Why don't we take a look at the next games on Friday? So I'm gonna load it up. Let's load it up. You can see that it's on a spreadsheet. And yeah, War Bunny still could have won. Hyper Turtle still could have won, but he just, everything just went well for Stu Blue. He wanted that win and he got it. So congrats to him. So next Friday, this coming Friday, we have a lot of games, guys. We have a lot of games. This coming Friday, we have 4 matches. So let's see. The first one is Tortoise and Hare versus Polaris. That should be pretty good. I think that could go either way, but you never really know. Are we gonna get the Hyper Turtle that makes lots of stuff, or the one that just kind of, goes through the motions, right? That's the question. And then the next match there, Fenrir Miss Uber XL. I don't know how that's gonna go. If Miss Uber XL gets some coaching or plays well enough, I think she could take it. But Fenrir, I think, is somewhat favored. So we're gonna see the return of Stu Blue, and his true test is the Archaic. I do not expect him to win that. The Archaic is a solid player. So if Stu Blue wants to win that game, I think he needs some really tough all-ins, right? Really sharp timings. Yeah, 2-1 Fenrir. I don't disagree with that. That's a possibility. And then the last match, Code S. This will be cool, guys. It's Veils versus Ghost Chant. Ghost Chant's been studying Veils. I think this is Veils' first TVT. I'm not sure. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it is his first TVT. He played a Protoss, then a Zerg, and then back to a Protoss with a 2-0 upset. Not upset, but 2-0 beating of Neutrophil. So now he's going to play a Terran. That'll be really cool. So we'll see that, guys, on Friday. And then next week we'll have one Wednesday game, and then that Friday game next week will be postponed because I will be at Home Story Cup. Alright, well, that'll do it for tonight, guys. This is KJ Frieden signing off. You guys, thanks for watching. It's a short match. Have a good evening. And be safe.
What have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.